What's the deal, gang? We're back. Back like we never left. What goes on? How's everybody doing? What's the deal, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to the show. The Asian Session live stream show. Asian Session game show. Welcome. Welcome. Sit your asses down. What's up, everybody? Eddie early from the gym. Best game show on the planet. Wix, have you made the atomic bong? No, not yet. Under construction. Pippenheimer's on vacation. Such as life. Uh-oh. Kai's outside. She's on the swing in the backyard. No, don't go outside in socks. Yeah, forgot that too. Okay. Okay, go outside and close the door. Go outside. Go outside. No, go outside. Hey, go outside, close the door. I didn't know she was coming. Go. Do me a favor, close the door to the office. Thank you, love you. Alright, so we had a daily bearish closure. We'd expect to fill the daily wick, at least partially today, right, to a certain support here. And if we're going to do that, we're going to need to come up and make a top wick. And if we're going to come up and make a top wick, can we take buys for the session as we make a top wick? Let's drop it down to the 1. The 4 is kind of, oh, previous 4 closed back in range. Let's see if we can respect 2303.3 at the end of the next hour. But on this one, so a decent level, I think right here. Sir. I could work with that. Actually, I think I would pick it up higher. We're gonna go here. We're gonna pick it up even higher. Actually, no, we're not. Okay, so we got a pretty solid amount of range to play here. All right, we got 3 minutes for the hourly to close. It flipped. I thought as it was coming down. Oh, it's almost flipping. As it was coming down, I thought we were going to get a pretty strong bearish closure where we can just have some sells off the rip on the hourly. But hold on. That's it. 2 lines and we're done. Enough? Yeah. I think we're set on lines here. Yeah. We have minor levels within this range, but we'll draw on them as we start closing, or we'll point them out. For now, we're getting an hourly closure. It's going to be key how we close, but we're still, this is an indecision candle. Previous hourly was an indecision candle. This hourly is an indecision candle. And this is the first 2 hours of today's session. Up, down, and we're right back in the same spot. So for now, the market hasn't moved. There's smaller time frame ranges here that we probably want to tap in order to break out. Break out. I heard you did the decoration in a house of Stranger Things to record the movie. You have talent. No, but funny thing is, my pops is in that movie. Is in one of the episodes. Yeah, he's my dad. Well, before he got sick, he's an actor, but he's got like he has like what do you call him? I don't know, like a background role in that movie, in one of the episodes, in the show. He's an extra? No, he actually talks like he's a talking character, but he's only in one episode. Character actor, there you go. He's a character actor. He's sick now, so he hasn't been acting for a little while. Got stuck in the toilet in your B&B room. What a morning. True. What a morning. Five, four, three, two. The hourly's flipped here. We need to come up to either 05 here off the rip and make a decision, or it's gonna kind of trickle here within this range. It's gonna mess around, but if it's gonna come up at any point, it should be now. The thing is, that's an ugly 30 closure, and the hourly's flipped here at the last minute, so it's either gonna come up off the rip or it's gonna range a bit. What you don't want is we just don't know if it's gonna come up and flip immediately, right? So I don't want to be stuck in a buy after this creates a top wick and starts coming down. So right now isn't the time to hunt. Right now, time to wait. Yeah, Lillard coming back, and it ain't enough on the road. Indiana's gonna, I think, run away with this. That series is over. I think. Oh, is Don at the game tonight? Where's the game? Where's the game tonight? It's in Toronto, right, gang? Hi, beautiful. What's up? Well, you just... teenagers. Crazy teenagers. Nice sell last night. You get any after? We thought about it and then we scratched it. Like, and that was the extent of the scratching. Alrighty then, so we're still ranging. A long time no see. Hey, Mr. Mark My Words is in the building. What up, Nexus? Yo, what channel is this hockey game on? Oh, there we go. TBS. Wow. This is one of the better ones that I've gotten. Anyway. And then, no, and then. You're going to be home in 30. Someone hold the fort down. I mean, yeah, we'll hold it down, but I'm not promising that it'll wait for you. We made a low, attempted to drive down. We're still below a smaller time frame resistance or a smaller time frame area. Price of Strickland, yeah, it's in a small little range. I think this is kind of irrelevant here. Maybe that's for later. What's really relevant are these 2309 and 2295 areas. Yeah, we don't want the trickle down. Or the trickle up. We want the closure outside the range indicating volume, and then we want to be in on the drive. Absolutely. Whoever edits your thumbnails nice with it, it's me. You hiring? What's the deal? Y'all think this price action? While holding a little Smirnoff Ice in your hand. Y'all think this price action? Have a great trading session. Appreciate you. You're hella good at Photoshop? No, I'm hella good at AI. Well, when you trade, my question for you is how many trades do you hope to make a week? I've had weeks. I've gone weeks with no trades. I've gone weeks with like 2-3 trades a day. I fucking posted on IG about that today. Have a plan and do things according to your plan. And if you are, proactive and it's constant and consistent, you will win. Make me a thumbnail right now, robot. The robot be like, motherfucker, how I know you not a robot? think I'm cute? You look like, check the fade, bro. You look like, you ever seen Growing Up Gotti? You look like you got that Guido blowout, or like Jersey Shore. You got the Guido blowout going from like 20 years ago. Tell me you from Jersey. New Jersey. That boy's like, nah, fuck Jersey. Staten Island. Relax, Malibu. We got 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Under 6 minutes now for this 15 to close. Things can get interesting if we start closing bearish here. We didn't have a top wick on the previous 30 that closed out the hour, right? We made a top wick here, grabbed orders, flip, driving down. So the hourly already has a top wick. Key here will be is closure on the 15, where it closes. So ideally, we close below this area, below the most recent. And if you could see it runs across here, we'll just put it up here for reference. All right, so if we can get that closure below there, if we can get a top wick on the next candle after that to attempt to flip bullish on the hourly, we'd want initially you want this closure, right? And then you want a top wick to this area. So if you can do this, this will also on the hourly give this a bottom wick and attempt to flip it. And if it fails, and then we grab this wick from this resistance, and then we flip, then we're filling the range. 2300 minimum runners, right? If we can do that, that'd be great. Capiche? But for now, we wait.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. I got the game on right now. I don't know if he's at the game. I didn't find out. You guys found out if he's at the game? Did he post anything? Beautiful breakdown. Look front row, you might see him. He posted a nice out. No, if anything, he would be in the Matt Sundin jersey. It's hard to tell because like half of the front row behind the glass are all like Asian. I didn't even know Toronto had that many Asians. I didn't even know they were hockey fans, actually. Yo, Wix, how many pull-ups can you do? Oh, I pull up everywhere. I pull up at the store. I pull up at the trap house. Yo, mama's house. No, I'm just kidding. I pull up. I don't know. I could probably do maybe 20, 25. Yeah, like if I don't, like I do typically do pull-ups as in the middle of my like back workout, like as like a third or a fourth set. So I probably, and I do 20, right? I do 15 to 20. So I'll do 25. But like I can lift my body weight. No problem, right? Like, so I'm light. but I weigh a $170. Yo, let's close this up. Shit. I'll tell you, yo, I swear, motherfuckers are making a fake ID of me right now. Fucking 5'9", blue eyes, $170, McLovin. Oh man, yo, send me a copy of that ID. Y'all on trade. Well, in 45 seconds here, we're going to see if we are going to be hunting for one. As of right now, no. It's not below the 15, but it's below that hourly level. Be interesting to see what kind of top wick we get here. Like I'd want to give this candle a chance to flip bullish on the hourly, which means a top wick on the smaller time frame. Can we expect volume if we're rebreaking the daily wick? You mean if the daily flips bullish? I think that's fool's gold at this point, because if it just happens all of a sudden here, because with this bottom wick, you're expecting, you know, if you are to drive, right, like a boom up, immediately you would expect a steep bottom wick. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a slow trickle up, but still up. When it comes to the daily time frame. So yeah, you might see the 15, the 5 at some points, the hourly push, but overall in a daily, it's going to be a slow, like you might come down here, re-break the highs, attempt flip again, and then re-break the highs again, and then eventually drive. This will all happen for London, right? You'll pull up and then eventually drive down for New York, and then eventually at the end of the day, tomorrow, by the time the daily candle closes, all of a sudden you're over here looking like this. Right, this is a shitload of a range that can play out here on the daily, and you might get a top wick to here, drive to here, re-break of the highs, and then come back down. Like it's slip them to hell. So since we're not swinging here, we're scalping. We're gonna look for a small time frame indication of that. Hey, yo. Pip from Pip and Pipper. Pip and Dipper. What's happening, Pablo? ¿Cómo está, Pablo? Pablo over there like, motherfucker, I'm German. My bad. So you're saying there's a chance. I was looking for that soundbite, but I wanted to get that soundbite for for Instagram. Buyer speaking in. Yeah, I know. That's why I fucking closed the shades behind me. I'm sitting here bearish as fuck. These bulls in the window. That's one sport you can't go streaking in. Like, you can't go streak. If there's ever a bet in Vegas, that wouldn't be it. You can't go streaking in a hockey game. I love bad bears. That's my fucking proud. True. Sitting on a short. What? On a short what? What are you sitting on? Get off of it. Looks like it should come down, right? The hourly's got a top wick. We're breaking the previous 30 low. But we still haven't pulled up. We still haven't kind of loaded up orders to drive down, right? And we might not need to. And then at that point, I'll wait for us to tap 2300 or on a smaller time frame. Maybe we'll see it on a 5 or a 15. Just we haven't broken these smaller time frame levels. This is a decent level here on the 5. But still the 5. 15. What is bro trading? Don't look at the screen. Under no circumstances, do not look at the screen in front of you for answers. Don't let the screen in front of you mislead you. This fucking trading screen right here. THC USD. How'd you learn to guard against revenge trading? It's human nature. It wasn't like, all right, I'm not gonna revenge trade here. Well, at some point, you really get sick and tired of your own shit, right? I always say that. But just because you get sick and tired of your own shit doesn't mean you all of a sudden start doing the proper thing, right? You get sick and tired of your own shit, and then it eats at you that you're not getting it, and then you're making the same mistake over and over, and just over time you get it. It's like, it's not that you stop over trading or revenge trading, you just get better at trading, and then the next trade, you don't take that next trade, not because it's a revenge trade, but because it's not your setup. And if it sets up immediately, then you take it, and you typically win because it is your setup, and you just don't approach this art, this craft here with that mindset. you approach it with my position or just random noise that I need to tune out. You know, my position or everything else that's not my position. Yeah, I gotta figure out where Don is sitting, because I can't see nobody. I don't recognize nobody. I'm looking at the whole stadium, and I don't recognize a single person. Yeah. Motherfucker. Damn, you know what? I'm turning this shit off. I'm going back to the fucking Bucks Pacers game. At least I recognize people in the front row over there. Fuck this shit. Wait, did they score? Nah, they ain't score. Fucking. Yeah, it's third quarter about to end. I'm gonna be watching the Knicks game tonight. You seen this shit? The ownership bought out 2,000 tickets, 2,000 seats, just so the Knicks fans can't buy them. Scrubs. Can use pineapple in the opposite way. I mean, in profit. Yeah, but I typically, if I'm in profits already, unless it's like it'll probably never happen, because like you've done what you were supposed to do. You did your job, right? Like, yeah, you might see more positions, but I typically, like, once my trade's played out, I don't add to the winner. I approach it like, I feel like I already had a better entry. Like, if I'm already in profits running on a position, I had another one, it's probably like a different setup, because otherwise it's just adding on a worse entry. Who you got for this NBA season? Yo, I mean, the Nuggets are probably the favorites. I really like OKC. They're really nice. They're really, really good team. And I think overall, Boston's the team to beat. So my finals, if I was gonna say, like, I'd want it to be OKC, Boston, but it's probably gonna be the Nuggets, which I wouldn't mind either. I'm a Joker fan, and I would be happy if Dallas or OKC or Denver gets there. Great. I'm happy for all those teams. Nice, but he can't jump 2 feet in the air. So what? He's got what? Like he's got a 7-foot wingspan and a 2-inch vertical leap. He doesn't need to jump when you're fucking 7 feet tall. Him sitting is already higher than you will ever get when you jump. Knicks in 6 years. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Knicks. That's what I'm rooting for, but I don't think it'll happen. Chat, we got 2 minutes here for the 30 to close. I don't think we ever pulled back. It was just this 5 that dropped, right? We were ranging. This 5 dropped. It's not a massive drop, 20. Oh man. I know we're still in a range. We're still in this smaller time frame range, but there is room to come down, right? This is just like advantage points here. Four, three. So this is a good closure on the 30. It's below the most recent. I want to see a top wick here. We broke this little smaller time frame range, right? We get a closure outside it. I would expect this to come down, top wick at the very least. No sell stop till we tap 2302.468. This level running across right here. If we can tap that area, it's not going to be a top wick sell. We'll set sell stops below the candle as long as this candle that's open right now doesn't fill this wick, because this wick is something that we fill with momentum. We're in profits here, and we need to break, right? So once this wick fills, that's just what we need. That's just basically an advantage point, I guess you would call it. It's on this scale, it's come on, what's going on? There we go. So this wick, that's your position right there, 10 pips. But realistically, you would expect a fill of the wick. Yo, you guys hear me? My headphones just all of a sudden disconnected. You guys hear me? Yeah. I don't know. That was fucking weird. Alright, we just closed here and we're coming up, so lock it in, because with momentum, once you already get a top wick and you break the lows, you would expect not just the fill of the wick, but a drive down to the very nearest support at the very least, right? Which gives you 16 pips there. But I want to see us tap this area. I want to see us tap 2302.406. Right. And you can tell we're also below this area. So a rebreak of the lows would not be a bad idea once this is tapped. But if it happens now, I'm just not going to be in it. Maybe even here, 2302. Yeah, once we tap 2302, we'll set a sell stop. I just don't think this is enough orders grabbed for me to be confident in the position. The entire time it's coming down here, I'm going to be thinking, all right, we're going to need to come back and tap this. But if it taps this area, I'm going to be confident that it's going to come down. Because that's going to be my plan. My plan is not to enter here. It was to wait for price to tap this area and then come down. What you gonna do? Act a fool? Gold's gonna buy. What about you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's alright. We also have a 4-hour closure coming up here, which has a lot of data behind it. And it matters how it closes, right? You have this lovely area here. Oh, sorry, a little higher. Oh, right here. You have this lovely area here that we haven't closed above, so it's a bit of a 4-hour resistance. You have this lovely area here below which we're closing, and there's a chance that we drive back down in range. And if we're to close on a 4-hour anywhere within here, within this area, it's highly likely that the next 4-hour will range within this area, 302 to 305. So we want a closure, whether above or below, but we want to be outside of there. Not to say you can't trade in there, because on a smaller time frame, you break back into that range on a fake out, we'll trade it. Right? If you get all of a sudden on the next 5, not even the 15, even just if the next 5, you can do this. Because the next 15, it would be tough with the 4-hour closure. Like, you could take it, but it would make more sense to wait for the 4-hour closure at that point to get some more data. But then if you get this, right, then you can definitely trade it after a wick to this area to come up to the top of the range here. So just for now, we have to wait. This 30 hasn't come up or come down. The first 5 of this 30 closed. We want a top wick to 02 areas, 2302, to start considering sells. If we can do that, right, I'll set a sell stop. Like I said, if it doesn't do that and it comes down now, there's a chance it can come up and create that, you know, that tap, the resistance to bounce off of 2302. And if there's that chance, I'm just gonna stay out of it and wait for it. Because like I said, even if it does drive, we get a strong bearish closure here. The 4-hour will close below, and then, you know, we'll have our chances on the 4-hour. If it doesn't drive, then it'll probably pull up for that top wick and we'll get our opportunity. So, you know, either way, you're executing according to your plan. Hooks, real question, my 4-hour closes in an hour and a half. Do you know why? Yeah, your broker is running on different time. Your broker just has different rollover time. Very common question from a lot of people that gets answered like once every couple of weeks. Gatorade. H2O. Gatorade. H2O. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Taking a long. All right, K has taken a long here at 2301.58, gang. We will pay attention. You might be good here. Yo, don't let me influence your position, because you might be good. You know what I mean? I'm just fucking, I'm trolling. Yo, trade according to your plan. Straight up, I want you to win. And I think if we get what we want, then you win too. Because if it comes up from here to get our top wick, you would be like 10 or 12 in profit. So you can probably close, and then we can get our shit, and then we'll all like fucking go to Burger King, and you can get me some chicken fries with all your profits. Yo, I don't know, bro, because in some countries that should be like a 5-star restaurant meal. Giving everybody a chance. What's up, Wix? You the real G. Big up from Kenya. W. We love how you do and what you do on that chart. That's dope. Fucking Kenya's in the house. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Originally from Ukraine, so you should know, Jar. I mean, I didn't know that just being from a place automatically predisposes me with knowledge of geography. I didn't know that was a thing. Maybe you heard? I'm geographically predisposed to being geographically inclined. That's wild. 20 for McDonald's is crazy. I know. I don't take a trip to McDonald's that comes out to less than $50. I gotta feed like feed my 3 kids, the 2 kids across the street that are gonna show up, the 1 kid next door that's gonna show up, and then a girl, and then go. That shit never comes out to less than $50. Where I gotta feed Wicks 1 through 12. Yeah. Yes, sir. Alright, so we're coming up for this top wick. Unfortunately, it's taken the entire 15 minutes to do this, and what happens here is if we tap here and don't flip, alright, so we're at 2302. We got 2 minutes here. In the next 2 minutes, this can flip bearish. If it starts flipping here, I'll take a sell. But it's going to be very interesting because if in the next 2 minutes this flips, it's going to give you that wick fill. The issue here will be if the 15 closes bullish and back above the range, there's a chance that you're coming back up and we're staying in range for now. And then we can't enter a position. Well, not yet. Right? Because then we're just going to wait for this hourly and the 4 hour and to see how how it ends up. Yo, where did I get this level from? Was this a random line that I just clicked on here? Where did I get this level from? Oh, smaller time frame. Okay. I don't know, but I don't need it. What's up? For me? Oh, thanks. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Love you. Yeah, but did you ask mom if that's okay? The okay, hold on. Yeah, I know I'm muted. All right, so we've tapped the level we really wanted to tap. Unfortunately, the 15 is closed. Not much of a top wick here, but it's back in range, so it's not ideal. What is ideal is the fact the first thing we did was come up here without making a bottom wick. So let's see. But I like that initial play, the fact that there's play off this area, that it shows, right? That it shows that it interacted with something here, right? It came in contact with something here. That makes it a solid level on our end. Doesn't have to flip bearish and drive down, just the fact that there was some kind of interaction, that you're witnessing some play off of this area that's not just pushing straight through it. Otherwise, you can kind of disregard that level. So this gives me confidence in the fact that this is a solid level. Now let's see if we can flip. Tapped it on the dot. Flipping short. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have enough time. I also think that instead of this flip here, we're better off seeing the next hourly because it'll give us a better entry. The next hourly will give us a better entry, and we could probably enter it off the rip. No, it depends. We can probably enter it off the rip if the 4-hour closes below here and with a wick. So this is a decent wick, but we'd want a stronger 4-hour closure. And off the rip means that if we're below here, then it's gonna have to fill this wick before ever flipping bullish. And even if it comes up first, then if it comes up first, it's highly likely it's gonna have to flip and fill the wick after grabbing orders. Otherwise, why would it close below this area, right? Otherwise, we'll just see it respect here and then it'll come up, right? It wouldn't close below 23.023, but if it closes below, that's your first indication that there's bearish volume or volume to drive, right? And then we'll hop on. And if that happens on the 4-hour, that is a strong, strong confirmation, right? But for now, oh, maybe that's how I drew it, the 4-hour level. But for now, So we've done, I'm gonna get rid of this for now because we've done everything we wanted. No, we just want the 30 flip now. If it doesn't happen, then the hourly is what we'll wait for. Where the smoking streams at? What do you mean, bro? I don't smoke. Roll some real shit. No battery. Yeah, but I'm just not gonna do that here. Like, I don't smoke in this office. Because Wicks 10, 11, and 12, like, we're only 50 minutes into the stream, less than an hour, and they've all been here like 5 or 6 times already. Oh. Switching home got you changing? Um, no, it's less like the other house that I was in, my previous house, it had, besides the window and the door to the, it had two doors to the outside. So then I could open one in front of me and one to the left of me, and it would just like breeze. But here, it just stays in the house. It lingers. Yeah, it had better airflow. May I ask how much was the neon sign? Oh, this whole thing? So that's not a, that's a, bro, this shit is from home. Yo, 50% battery. What is it talking about? It just died again. So that's not a neon light. This shit is a light strip. You know, it's a 16-foot light strip from, it's a outdoor light strip that goes typically on the side of your yard or whatever, if you want to have like a wild backyard. And all I did was I just bent it into the shape of Wix 9. It's a 16-foot strip, neon strip, so it's, this shit was like, I don't know, I think it was like $60 or $50 in Home Depot. Shit's been on ever since. Yeah, this is, you want to see my 4th of July outfit? This is my 4th of July outfit. This is my Halloween outfit, gang. Y'all gonna keep fucking around with me and turn me back to the old me. She. Let me hit you with some. Oh shit, he could slow it down. He's slowing it down. Oh, he speed it up for you. Wait, he slow it down. He slow it down. Oh, speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Oh, killed him with it. Now do it. Do it. Fuck that. All right, slow down. Kind of missed that bright pineapple. The pineapple's right there. It's right above the Rolling Stones. Yeah. All right, back to the education portion of the chat or of the stream. I got a green and red. It's my Christmas. It's my Christmas outfit. I didn't play this for you guys. It's my Christmas outfit. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get two candles behind me. One's gonna be green, one's gonna be red. And whenever we're in a trade, the candle it's gonna be behind me on the wall and it's gonna be on. So people don't even have to ask if we're in a position. If the bullish candle is on behind me, that means we're in a position. Like on air now, you know how in radio studios they have on air now? It's gonna be in a position now. In a buy, in a sell. X-ray ongoing. I don't know if it can be just one candle or it has to be like at least three candles showing a bearish pattern and three candles showing a bullish pattern. Yo, is anyone a glass blower here? No Diddy. Can anybody do that for me? Can anybody create me a neon sign like that? 4 minutes here for the hourly and the 4 hour closure. I don't know. This looks pretty indecisive to me at the moment. No guy knows a guy? No, I need like immediate family. I need it to be like you or like your brother. Karen can do it? No, I don't think Karen does that anymore. Or maybe he does. I don't know. I don't think he makes neon signs. I think he was just a. I think he was just blowing glass. Karen gonna fuck y'all up in the morning. Pablo, don't mess with Pablo. I called him German. He's tight right now. Pablo's over there like Scheiße. He's pissed. Damn. They up 23. So the Bucks are gonna go home after clinching number 3 seat. That's tough. So no time to explain. Sell with me if you want to live. Typical Milwaukee fan. Well, Giannis ain't play, right? And the problem is, you know what your problem is? It's Dame played because last game Dame and Giannis didn't play and they won. Why did he come back? Do we get a tape flip? We should get a tape flip. You guys deserve a tape flip. You might get a tape flip and a 4-hour flip. Yeah, this thing might close doji. We'll see. All that tells me, like, even though it's a bottom wick, right, it's still a range, right? We know that wicks are ranges, and if this is this big wick, that's a range. So we've created a range below this candle. Even though it looks like it's, you know, loading up to push up, still range below there, and we're closing respecting resistance. So I don't know, it gets a little tough here. It's just telling me, wait, motherfucker. How to join your membership? I don't really have a member. Like, you mean the private Zoom, session and Zoom access for the evenings? It's you got to join Wix's table or the clubhouse through my YouTube. Through my YouTube. Oh, it closed bullish and it closed above the range. Ooh. I would expect this to come up, but I would expect this to come up after a bottom wick. And if it's going to come up after a bottom wick, this is 17 pips to fill in the break at a high. Where can we reject? Where do we need a bottom wick to? Yep, right there, 2301. Yeah, it's a decision candle, right? It's more or less, it's a weak bullish candle. It's more or less doji candle, but it still respected this area, even though it didn't make a decision at the end of the day, or at the end of that 4-hour candle on the closure. It still closed above this area, so price maintained above. Yeah, I'd want a bottom wick here. Because, right, with no bottom wick here, I'm not convinced that this is going to drive up and fill the range. Like I said, we've created a range here below with the previous hourly candle wick. So I don't want to create a top wick here and reject off of like 05 level and just fill this down, right? Because there's a possibility of once this pulls up and breaks the previous candle high, it can flip and you'll have a candle looking like this, right? So I want to avoid that. But if we were able to tap, let's say 02 here and then flip bullish, 027, right? Yeah, 029, and then flip bullish, then I see us drive in after we've loaded up some orders. Then the hourly, did it respect this area? It did, huh? It also respected that area close. That makes so much sense. So if it's gonna do anything, it's gonna pull up and test the highs. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a buy right here because based on the hourly and the 4-hour all falling in line, you'd have to come up and tap 2305 for it to make a decision to come down. So I just took a buy right there. My entry is 2304.4. 41. I believe we'll fill out the range. That's our advantage point. And after we do that, we will go house money. Okay? So be patient. There's a chance we come down, make a steeper bottom wick as I was expecting initially, but overall I think we'll need to make a decision at this area, which is a strong advantage point. And then why did the hourly also close above that area, and why did we close above on the hourly? Why did it respect this area? And then it made a bottom wick first, and why did the 4-hour close bullish above that area, right? So you're expecting to fill at least this range, the previous 4-hour wick, before it makes any kind of decision up or down. Long term, that's what you're expecting. So let's see. Everything is telling us 2305 before the next decision is made. There's a minor level here on the 5 right there, but I think we should still fill out the range. Alright gang, I'm gonna close half here at 11.12. A closed half at 12, stops to break even. And the rest is house money. Alright, we got a runner, gang. We got a runner. Pushing. Gang, you know what? I'm gonna close right here at 20, not full. I'm gonna close another 25 here at almost 20, 19 pips came out to. So I closed another 25. 75% of my position is closed. I got 19 on that 75. It tapped 22, 19, 18. So this way I've secured 3/4 of my position. I've been a big proponent of that lately. And the rest is house money. Make sure, at the very least, make sure your stops are to BE. Because if you let your position go, like, you're an asshole if you let this position go into negative now. After being up 20 pips, you got to be a real asshole to let this go into negative, right? Because it can. Once, like, we have a pretty decent entry. It's not ideal, but it's decent. So if it flips, like, it's, you see, like I've been mentioning a few times, this wick to the downside, that's a range. And if we grab orders to the upside like this, on the flip, we can, you know, we can fill this range down. But I hope this is enough volume to, you know, to get a decent kind of runner. Don't forget, gang, it's house money at this point. But I think, yo, that's 20. Is that 29 straight? Or is that 30 straight? How many straight is that? Yo, can somebody please count? I think at last count, were we at 28 or at 29? 29, right? So this would be 30. We were at 29 previous. Yo, this is 30 straight wins here, gang. Round up to 50? No, this our last loss. Loss number 26 came when we had 93 wins, I think. You guys can check, right? Go back to March 3rd, I think, was our last loss. Today is May 2nd. So we haven't lost since March 3rd. It's 2 months. So this is number 30. It's 30. That's 30 straight W's. Damn. Chat. If we close this, if we close a stream out right now, if I call it a stream right now, then it's just like the fucking title of the movie said. Pip and Dipper. Part 1. Yo, Pip and Dipper Part 2 coming. Wow.
Wow, I feel good. Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
That's right. We are rich. Pushing it. Push. It's Friday. Well, technically, well, for me, it's Thursday. But technically, this is the Friday Asian session, right? Because in Asia, this is Friday. This is their Friday morning. So... So hear me out. I know you don't smoke. I know this. But I'm going to get you high today. Because it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. What you gonna do? Act the fool. I don't know. I don't think we survived this runner. This shit needs to flip right now. On the 5. 5 got a top wick. Flippity pippity pop. Nope. Ooh, we might survive. I need the Pink Panther music right here. Dana, 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 dana. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna survive. Like 0.8 of a pip away. Up, BE hit on the runner. There it is. BE fucking hit. Lovely. Lovely. I don't know why this doesn't reflect it, but my BE is hit. Lovely. Well, let's now put this position into our stream record. Win number 123. Congratulations, everybody. If you enjoyed that W, if you've learned anything from that trade, if you enjoyed the stream, if you vibe with us, drop a like, sub to the channel. If you vibe with me, go follow my IG. All right, trying to grow the IG. The IG, my igloo. We would absolutely appreciate it. Appreciate it. Expecting more pips? No, I'm honestly curious just to see how this 15 and 30 closes. So, like, there's still potential entries. All we did was fill the range, right? We haven't really broken out of anything. We haven't drove anywhere. We just filled the range and now we're right back in it. and there's a chance that this 4-hour flips and we start coming down, right? But it all matters how this happens, because we're still above the range, so I'd probably want the smaller time frames closing below. That 2 hour is a nice tail, nice tell. Nice, like you don't trade the 2 hour, but sometimes you can see prices or price levels that you wouldn't otherwise see, and it's very interesting, right? So that you probably want to be below that area that you keep respecting, closing above. Let's see. You suck. What? What you mean? Damn. Yo. You know what? You know what? Let me put on these fucking glasses here to see if I fucking care. Nope. Still don't give a fuck. Damn. Fuck it. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna stay in these bitches. Can't see me. Crazy. Looking like an 80s club promoter. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is Christian Dior. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore. I ask because I'm not sure. Do anybody make real shit anymore? You got India connections? Nice. Well, it's still in the same place. Pretty much. Still in the same range. Nothing much doing just yet. What up, Jorge? Chill, Kanye. He probably took a sub when we took a bite. Yeah, I think it was a she. I think it was a girl. Don't be hate. Pretty sure it was a female. Damn, Knicks up 10 early in Philly. What am I missing out, gang? I'm over here talking to the haters, and I need to be a real fan right now. Yo. Honestly, I like the haters, but I don't like it when it's personal. I like it when they talk shit about my trading. Like, not just you suck. Like, tell me why. Like, that was dumb. Like, that shit made no sense. It was illogical. According to the VWAP, my fucking, you know, I don't know what's according to the VWAP. I don't even know what indicator you would use for a VWAP. But, just have, you know, let's have some intelligent conversations regarding the charts. Like, shit that makes sense. Like, your beard sucks. Like, shit like that. Like, exactly, Ike. Like, like, that does nobody good. Like, at least have a valid point. But that's 30 wins in a row. It's been 2 months since our last loss. I mean, it's all live on streams. So no matter how much you hate, it's all live on streams. Yeah, I'm trying to shave this beard off, yo. I look scruffy. I'm trying to get ID'd at the store and shit. Your RR sucks? Well, that's up for debate. Shave your back. Fix your face. Fix this trade. There's the flip, the hourly flip incoming. This is exactly what we talked about, right? Bounce off that area, but I just don't know if it's going to stay bearish. We're going to have to jump down to the smaller time frame and wait for some bearish closures. So the 5 bearish, 15 would also be the 30. So I'd probably wait to see how this 30 closes here. And if that can close, because you have a lot of range, right? If it is truly bearish, and you have a lot of range, because this is enough to come down to 95, and you have 100 pips of range to head down. But it might not be, right? This might just be a flip. Y'all get in it on a flip, and then it drives against you, straight up, continues up. Still possible because it's above that 2-hour level that we saw here, right? And it's maintaining. It's basically that level. It just tells you. It doesn't mean it's a 2-hour level, 1-hour level, 5-hour level, whatever it is. It's just, you know, on the 2-hour timer, it's just showing you that price has maintained above 2303.776. And if it's having a hard time breaking that, right, every time it taps it, you probably want a closure below it, or not probably. You definitely want a closure below it to show, so the market could show you that, hey, we have potential to actually break out of there and drive down further. So wait for the higher time frame confirmation here. In this case, you probably want at least the 30. The way the 15 looks here, the previous 15, bullish, break of the high, fills the wick here, and then if you're in the wrong direction, you're screwed, right? This will be really unforgiving. So be patient, wait for the higher time frames. Close bearish or close below 2303.3. I think that was the area. Yeah, 2303.7. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm not watching? I'm not watching the hockey game. I'm interested to see. Hold on, gang. Hello? This thing gone. Alright, what did we just do? The thing flipped. Oh. And it broke that 2-hour level. Interesting. 5 closed. Javier in the house. I'm gonna wait for this 30 closure, gang. We got 5 more minutes. Let's see what it do. Could push. 5 minutes is a long time. But we already had a nice W today. Why didn't I add it to session trades? Yeah, we need this to leave also a bottom wick for us. Ideally. But I mean, damn, Knicks up 20 in Philly. I'm missing all of this. When did they do this? I just looked 3 minutes ago. I didn't look up for 3 minutes. I'm looking at the charts. Damn, they're up 20. This is crazy. Missing the whole game. We should have just stuck to the plan and pip and dipped. Pip and dip. Why don't you use EMAs or SMAs combined with price action? Because they're lagging indicators. They tell me what's already happened on the charts, and I can just look at the charts and know that it happened. So I used to, when I just started trading, I used to have it on the chart, and then I'd be like, this shit is just, by the time it tells you to sell, the sell played out. I'd be like, fuck, well, it is right there, right? Because it's easy to tell once the chart is printed. It's like, oh, it was obviously, it was right there. Like, no, not when this shit was happening. Hindsight is 20/20, always. 2 minutes here for this 30. 30. Probably a bottom wick for the 4. I mean, it could be, but we're going to wait for closures, which will give us the initial indication of what the market will do. From the 5, you know how you do a top-down analysis? You also do a bottom-up analysis. When in doubt, zoom out. It's more of a flex to read the market with your eyes anyway. Yeah, to you, but like because you understand trading, you're like, wow, he doesn't need any indicators. But then like to other people, if I show them what I'm doing, like if I got 30 indicators on that bitch, it looks like rocket science and they're impressed. But if I got nothing on there, it looks like I'm looking at it and I don't understand shit either. When it's an empty chart, like when it's a naked chart and I'm looking at it and people are looking on like from the side and they're looking at me, look at this. And they're like, this motherfucker's got a naked chart. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Gotta throw in everything in there. But for a trader that knows, they understand that shit is like, but that's gotta be the, you know, the foundation, as I always say, for whatever, you know, whatever style you trade, however you want to trade, you gotta have that foundation and price action. $30 closed here. Really weak, bearish. Below that 2 level though. This would need a top wick. Stochastic was my bestie when it was lit on the chart. Damn, stochastic, Ichimoku clouds, everything. Was doing fucking Batman signals, fucking dinosaur patterns and shit. Trading's like starting off. It's wild. You don't know what the fuck you're getting yourself into. You think you know, right? It's like MTV Cribs, or what was it, or MTV Diary or something like that. You think you know, but you got no idea. Something like that. Just don't know what you don't know. But then when you're like, oh shit, this is what I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. How do you get better at it? A routine, plan, as in have a routine and a plan, right? Show up every single day, trade the same pair. Show up every single day at the same time for the same session and trade the same pair, and pay attention, really zone in, right? And then once you're done with that time, go enjoy your day. And then if you can do that for a few years while maintaining, you know, while being about it, like don't just say you're about it, be about it, right? You say you do this, what happens when you take some losses? Are you still about it? What happens when this takes you down a deep, dark rabbit hole, right? So it's just, everything in life is just, you need experience, you know, to get good at it. Practice, experience, and everything takes time. Everything worth it takes time. Would it take, otherwise it would be too easy and everybody would do it. And it wouldn't, and at that point, if everybody could do it, it wouldn't have value to you. Yo, can you stop turning the ball over, bruh? That's crazy. Mind being great in checking EA, or is this a podcast?
How about no?
By me being off today, by the way, I mean not making that extra click on my chart, even loading up my laptop, just chatting in the chat. Space Cadet signing off. Appreciate you for coming through. Drop a like. Sub to the channel. Which was this flip? What you gonna do? Catch you next week. Yes, sir, for sure. Remember, there's no Asian session tomorrow as it's Friday, so the market will be closed. This is the Asian Friday. But if you're a member of Wix's table or the clubhouse, no, you're a member of Wix's table only, then you won't miss us for too long, because we'll be right back at it on Sunday. The private session will be live on Sunday. Hope you guys show up a bit earlier, right around 7:30. 7:30, 7:45, so we could break down the hourly closure. So yeah, and for everybody else, we'll run the public stream if you're not part of Wix's table on Monday. We'll be back on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't worry, I'm not signing off just yet. I'm still here till 10, but you know. Stolen. Oh my god, yo, stop doing this dumb shit. Going for a fucking, you're obviously gonna get fucking stuffed right there, clown. Upgraded to Wix's table. Hey, Restelia, appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Just DM me on Discord your YouTube name to get access to the Discord, clubhouse. Someone will be here tomorrow. True. Still stop at the flip of the current 15? No. No. I told you I would need a closure, a bearish closure. And the 30 is going to close. Oh yeah, we got that bearish closure I was talking about, but it was weak bearish. And then I said we need a closure also below that level. Which we also got, didn't we? No, we didn't, right? So it respected that 2-hour level, right? It came down. So as long as we're maintaining above 037 here, I think I'm gonna... I would say a closure. If this candle flips and closes bearish, then on the next candle I can look for sells. Tried numerous times here, right? For this level here, it's tried numerous times on a smaller time frame to break that. The 30 closed below it. This is interesting. How much time we have? Yeah, 6 minutes. So if it spent the first 6 minutes creating the high, you know what? You might be onto something. It did close below that 2-hour level on the 15. So that's the initial indication, because if it did that, that means if this 30 flips, the next 30 will probably also close below that area. I'm sorry, the next hourly. Interesting, interesting. How much is the advantage point here? Because if you look at structure as well, right, we're still maintaining structure for what it's worth. We're still maintaining candle-wise, also making, right? Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. What's the deal, TTE? What up, Nick? Hayed. There's a chance this breaks here now. Looks decent. I like the fact there's a lot of volume. 30 below there. Only the hourly hasn't closed below there. Might re-break. Those orders. Makes sense. Makes sense to come down here. It's close below everything. We might attempt sells here on the break of the lows. Because if it breaks the lows with momentum, I think we will not just, yep. I'm gonna get in right here for a sell gang. Right as it broke its own low. Alright. My entry for a short here will be 2303.22. Right here. I really like that 15. And I think we'll be able to get that. Hold on. 2302. 2303.22. My stops in this case 2312.98, and I think we will see either a bottom wick to at least 2302.35 if we are to drive up, or we will see the bottom of the range here if we are to drive down. But if we are to drive up, I think we need to tap this area at, hold on, I'll tell you what I'm looking at. $23,019. So at the very least. Okay. It came down. My broker has a steeper bottom wick, so this candle looks. I had about 3 pips. This candle looks like this, but not much different. So if this ends up coming up, I would expect a bottom wick, and that would be on the hourly. So because it's gonna need to drive off something after that rejection. Yeah, I know the 15 closed back in range, but it's the leg candle on the 5, right? So you're expecting a bottom wick on the 15. You're expecting a bearish push off the rip, and it already bounced off this support on the small time frame 2303. So if it comes down next time, you would expect it to break that level if it is to come up, right? And the next support 2301.9, I think I said right there. 23, well, depending on the time frame. So we'll see. It's a decent area where we could manage risk, but I believe overall, if it's going to drive up, it's going to have to come down and make a bottom wick. Clean downside, yeah, but it's also clean upside depending on how the market loads up here. Because it made sense 15 and 30, right? Especially on the 30 still, because that 30 closed below that previous 30. So break of the lows makes sense. The 2-hour level was right here that I spoke about. Oh, I'm sorry, it made sense on the 15. The 2-hour level was here. And the 30 closed below it. That's what we were talking about, right? So we were saying if we tap that previous resistance and the 30 closed below and the previous 15 closed below, then it made sense. Now that you're re-breaking the low of the current candle, it made sense to fill that wick down. Right now, I didn't expect this to push back up, right? Because once you broke that low, you're expecting to fill the wick down. But you know, why would the 30 then close below that area? Why would the 15 close below that area? And the first thing we did was come up and to the previous resistance and then reflip bearish, right? And we already made a bottom wick. So like there was just a lot of things that make sense. So just, but obviously you don't expect it to, you know, flip your way and then reflip right against you, because that's an ideal entry. That's the entry you want, as it's grabbed those orders and then it rebroke the low that it already made before. So see. Playing too much in this area? Yeah, I mean, it's a strong area. Could be a bottom wick here for the 15. Could be a top wick for the 30. But you didn't expect, you're expecting that 30 to come down initially, right? But until this 30 closes now above, you're kind of stuck in no man's land, because you're still ahead on this time frame. You still got that closure below, but the idea is for that candle, once you got that closure below and that top wick and that rebreak of the low, the idea is to drive there. You don't always get, you know, ideal entries, but that's just the idea. The idea wasn't for it to wait for another 15 candle and then drive. We need to break the previous candle low, not the current candle low. The previous candle low is what's really key here. Gang, you know what? This might come down here, but I'm gonna close right here. I'm gonna close right here. I want to wait for a closure, and here's why. Like, let this shit come down. I don't like this 15 and how we just closed. I closed at BE here, so we just closed respecting this little area on the smaller time frame, right? And this current candle didn't make a top wick. Well, the first thing it did was start coming down. So as it came down to my B, there's a chance that this comes up against us and then closes a week, the 30 week bearish, which closes us above this little area. If it drives down now, I'll have a chance to enter on the next hourly once the candle's already pushed here, and I'll get in. And I wouldn't mind that, but there's just too much play here. It doesn't make sense. My idea was to drive on that initial 15 flip. Now that 15 closed back in range, you see, this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. This is why I don't want to be in there. There's a chance of this happening. There's a support there, and that closure that we got was right at this level here. So this is why you guys see me. I'll scroll through time frames 1, 2, 30. You guys will see me doing all this all throughout the trade because I'm looking for things to make sense, and all the data that I'm getting, like, that just, like, I don't know. It's, I used to be weirded out. Like, I like when I see people close, like, why would you do this? Like, intuition? No, it's not. It's just how you see it play out. Let this, it would just make sense. Yes, remember sometimes I close out. You guys see me close out many times, and then it drives, you guys get your position, I don't get anything. But the thing is, at some point you're not really completely ahead. The trade becomes 50-50, 60-40, right? And the probability of it coming down drops. So it should still come down, right? Oh, there it is. Yeah, is it coming back down? No, it's still above the range. Like, on the higher time frame here, based on the 30, you'd expect it to come down, but the smaller time frame here, instead of driving through this area, has respected it and pulled back, right? So now when you get closures below, then you can act on it, and that's what I'm going to wait on. I don't want this to end up being, you know, a 15 bullish flip after the 5 and the 15 all closed respecting this area. It's the most recent, it's not the overall, right, at this point, but that's just my logic. But if this can push and you can get a strong bearish closure below the most recent and the overall, we will have positions. 6 minutes left on this hourly closure. I'll stay another 15, 20 minutes depending if we see something, and we'll stick to that. You want to look at GJ?
How about no?
It's clean downside. I don't think it's clean. Well, not according to the way I see things. It's, yeah, it makes sense on certain time frames, but it doesn't make sense on every time frame. And it's only clean when it makes sense on every time frame. I don't know how it's a 5-point game now. Knicks were up 20. Now it's a 5-point game. This is crazy. Yeah, where's my thing? But we called this before, that there's a chance, right? This makes the top wick, and this is a range below here. This bottom wick, that might not have been to drive up. This is just a range created that you can still fill. That's what it's doing. Well, been long enough. Yo, you guys forget we had a fucking W an hour ago. Just because it's coming down and you're not in it, and it's come down like what, 5 pips, 6 pips? Like, you'd rather be in a higher probability trade, but you guys forget we had a big W earlier. 30 straight wins on stream. 2 months since the last loss on stream. Like 50 wins in the clubhouse straight. You was eating grapes when I had to trade. Got 13 pips, nice. So why is it waiting? Is it waiting on an hourly? What's it doing? What are you doing? Please tell me. Close your eyes. I think this morning it was like a close your eyes type of day. Just close your eyes and sell. Yeah, anybody know the score to the hockey game? Or do I need to switch the channel? You guys gonna make me switch the channel right now. Second intermission. Toronto's up 1-0. Yo, Don's gotta be losing his mind right now. He's probably going crazy at the stadium. Yeah. What really matters is the Knicks, though. How are the Knicks doing? Up 5. They should have been up 35. If they lose this game, yo. I ain't gonna do shit. I'm still gonna be a Knicks fan, and it's gonna be like, yep. Same old Knicks. Ain't been different in 30 years. 50 years. Yo, fucking hit a shot. Something. Knicks gonna choke. Yo, they were up 20 like 10 minutes ago. They were up 7 with 28 seconds to go last game. And they managed to fucking lose. Like in the Timberwolves, yeah, this year, no chance. But next year, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You know, like they got the pieces for it. I just don't think they have the experience for it. Obi Toppin waiting for the next second round. He's always been good. I was high on Obi Toppin when he was coming into the league. Like, he was good. He could have been better with the Knicks with the right coach there, but he's a hustler. He's a hustle player. All right, we got 20 seconds here. This candle went absolutely fucking nowhere. It's basically an entry. Oh, it moved 11 pips. Whoop-de-doo. See what happens. You're back in range on the hourly, right? Pulled back up to leave a top wick. The 5 closing bullish, so you probably want to see a top wick because the bottom wick's formed on the smaller time frames. On the higher time frames, and the smaller time frame pulled back a little to close out that hourly. You don't want to fill the previous hourly wick. What you want is a top wick before it fills it. Because when you start filling your advantage points, right, like your probability of now winning goes down. The ranges come down. Like price has now grabbed some orders to push against you, right? So overall, just it's not just how they. It's not like what it looks like at the end of the candle close. It matters how it printed, what price levels you tapped, in what order. The fucking Knicks, yo, it's a 2-point game. Play some D. Bench points, 22-0. I love Brunson, but like he's the reason we lost in overtime. He might be the reason we got to overtime, but he's the reason we fucking lost in overtime. Because like, how do the Knicks take 10 shots in overtime and Buddy takes 8 of them? Brunson took 8 of the 10 shots they took. They was just double team. He didn't care. He was just like, I'm gonna be the one to shoot it. My day's been great. Derek. Remind me of a commercial. We need a clutch hit here. Derek. Dude gets up. He's like, nah, Derek Jeter. Please clean the red shit. Okay. Does it piss you off? Does it grind your gears? Hold on a second, chat. Is there 2 big wick energies fighting in the chat? What's going on? Who? Yo, there's 2 of yous. That's funny. Nah, only one. I don't believe you. Prove it. That's a funny, like, coinky dink. Yeah, you got fans? Only fans. How do I know you're the real one and not him? Will the real big wick energy please stand up? Check the established date. Nah, but he could have gave you the idea and you could have went and opened it and then he would have been shit out of luck. Like, unless there's like a few years of difference. Like if it's like established, one is like May, the other one June. Nah, I need more than that. I need receipts. Yo, Knicks are gonna blow this one. They're gonna lose this game. This guy fucking Stein can't guard Embiid. It's tough. They hype now. They got all the momentum. How long you online today? I don't know. I'd be online and yeah, if this fills the wick, I think I'm gonna end up calling a session. Yeah, let me see how the 15 closes. $2301.4, huh? Let's see if we can get this 5 closure below here in 2 minutes. And then we would need a top wick to 2302.2 at the very least. Alright, let's see if we can get this closure on the 5 or 15 here. Something like this. And you're looking for a top wick. Roughly this area. Okay, so if this is how you close, you're gonna need the next candle to come up to 2302.17, and then you can have a sell stop. To continue down, this is your advantage point. This is your runner. Capiche? You got Gmail? W. I think that's solid proof. I think you win this one. I mean, if you got Gmail, you verified, bro. Knicks down 3 at halftime. Like, how? Not even at the end of the game, they managed to be up by 20 within 1 half and be down by 3 at halftime. Only the Knicks. This wouldn't happen to nobody else. So the 5 close respecting this level we have marked. So now we're going to wait for the 15, right? And If we get it on the 15, that's great. If not, then we'll call it a session. Volume has been showing up, honestly, like, but it's been showing up at like 10:45, 11, 11:30, like with like an hour after we're off of here, half an hour to an hour after we're done. Damn, Javier grabbing all the liquidity. Yeah, you. Grab my liquidity right there. Shit's gonna drive now. Still in this trade. Congrats. Nice W, sir. Account created doesn't mean shit. You can change your name. Yeah. Look at my account was created in 2008. Some of yous weren't even born when my YouTube was created. How about that? How about that? He's still in the buy he took earlier. That's tough. Tell you what, I was thinking about changing mine anyway. Stretched it out enough already. Bro, you just caused a big fucking scene just to go change your name. Yeah, the other guy definitely won. The other guy is him. For sure. For sure. I told you would never say that. 100%. Two minutes here for this 15. It could happen. Need a bottom wick. We need a top wick to that lovely 2302.17 area. Maybe it could even be, because this is the area where we drive from. So yeah, I'd want at least that, unless this pushes, because then 2301.47. Shit, it might not even close below, but if it doesn't close below on the 15, then I'll call it a session. So lock in potential positions. We got 1 minute for closure. Yeah. Arguing over two charts. Something's going on. I don't know why. Is it because I'm not moving? I've never had this happen. This headset turned off 3 times during this stream in the last 2 hours by itself. It was the story with King Solomon, right? I think it was King Solomon with the child and had. Word, nah, that shit's mine. I'm telling them, yo, give me half. How do we close? Did we close above, below? I really gotta fucking stretch that one out. Pause. No Diddy. Damn, if this shit fills the wick, we're calling it. Come up. It needs to grab a top wick. And then maybe we could think about the rebreak out of lows. Was that it? Where did it tap? Saved it with the no Diddy. True. There's nothing here. Is there a level here? On what time frame? Yeah, I expect this to come up higher. Come up steeper. Just made you yawn? I don't think I yawned. But if I did, my apologies. Or you're welcome, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed that yawn. We be yawning like every single morning. We be yawning. Come up. Stop driving. Yeah, this. Oh. That shit said, yes, master. Damn, y'all seen that? Damn. I didn't know I had these powers. Try these babies out again. Re-break the lows. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. These things work. You ain't Jerome. No, I need a top wick here to this area to be, because I just want one clean drive, and it might do that here, but this fuckery that's happening right now, that's not it. You'd want a steeper top wick. If you close below, you want to drive down off a level you've driven down from previously, and you can tell, like roughly here, I think. Even see, previously the market has respected that area, and this is where it drives from. So I would like that top wick to this area so we can drive from there. You might get it on the 30, but I don't think I'll be around for the 30 candle. I might get it in like the clubhouse if I do take it. Just might not be on stream. Price and broker moving crazy. You probably just zoomed in. Zoom out. Zoom out a bit. The view and the time frame. Zoom out. Right, you still might get that actual idea on the 30. You might get this 30 closing in 10 minutes, or it might push. Either or, but you might get it closed in the next 10 minutes with a bottom wick, and after that you're looking for it to fill the range down. But I believe 22.95 is your next destination once you grab a top wick and flip. Am I in a trade? No, I'm not in a trade. We had a trade earlier. We had 2 trades today, actually. I gotta add that BE to the record. I'm sorry, I completely forgot that we had a W and a BE. So break even number 60. This is interesting. I want to stick around for that 30. No, gang, it's another 10 minutes. I'm just, if anything, we already had 2 positions on stream. It's fine. I'll see you guys in the clubhouse if I do take a position. Yesterday, I think what, around 11, we were looking at something. I don't remember. But yeah, if I'm taking a position here in 10 minutes, or I think up until like 11:30, I'll look at stuff, and then I'll go pass out. Typically, I look at stuff till the 4-hour close, so till 1 a.m. I'm pretty active on the chart, not on the charts, but I look at it every half hour to an hour. I look to see what the charts are doing, just to see if there's a chance to get in a position, and then I go pass out. So if I see anything, I'll call it in the clubhouse. Outside of that, I think I'm gonna call it a session here. Appreciate you guys for coming through. It was a great week. It was a great start to the month, to the new month. Clubhouse has been killing it. I'm gonna see you guys on Sunday for the private session, 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube. And everybody else, I will see you guys on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, same time, same place, live here on YouTube. Mods, thank you for helping me run this stream. As always, I appreciate you guys. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Private gang, I'll see you guys on Sunday. That's my time, and just like that, another agent session is in the books. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the dubs from earlier.